Hello and welcome back to my videos. So we just learned about weighted averages, and now we're going to apply weighted averages to a specific situation. And this situation is slugging averages, so this is with baseball. Baseball is not entirely my sport. I think this is slightly different than batting average, but okay, it's called slugging average. So the way this works, this much I do know. So let me draw a picture of a baseball diamond. Wait. Let me see. See if I can. Okay, here we go. Da-da-da. Okay, so here's your baseball diamond. And, you have your little pitcher guy here. He's got the ball. And then the guy or girl who's batting is right here. Let me adjust the arms. So he's got the baseball bat right there. And they're batting. So you've got several possibilities. The first possibility is that you could make it only to first base. So that's first base. That would be called a single. You could hit the ball and make it all the way to second base. That would be called a double. You could hit the ball and make it all the way to third. That, of course, is a triple. I always forget if that has two P's or one P, but we'll just pretend. And then, or you could make it all the way around, and that would be a home run. So, home run. Or, your last option is you would just completely miss the ball. Okay, so the way we calculate slugging averages, and slugging averages kind of just give you an idea of how good of a batter this person is. The way we count that, or the way we calculate it, is with a kind of an adjusted weighted average. So basically, you're going to give each of these types of hits, so a single, double, triple, or a home run, they're each going to get a weight. So if you make a home run, that's a harder thing to do than just making a single. Or making a triple is harder than a single, right? So instead of just saying, oh, this person's great because they hit the ball every time, well, it's different if they're hitting a single or if they're hitting a double or triple or a home run, because if you hit a home run, obviously, you're scoring points for your team. Same with, like, if you have a double or a triple, you might have a bunch of people on the bases already, so you could get several runs. So getting one of those would be worth more than just getting a single. So, okay, so the main formula, so we're going to assign weights to these things. And so a single has a weight of 1. So this is our weight. Double has a weight of 2. Kind of fancy because you went to 2 bases, right? Triple, wait for it, has a 3. Home run has a 4. And you don't get any points at all for not hitting the ball. Okay, so then there's a thing called at bat. So that's the number of times. And we're going to call that AB for at bats. Quite clever. That's the number of times you actually went up and tried to hit the ball. Okay, so the main formula for this, we're going to call it SLG for slugging average. And you're just going to take all of your weights times the number of those types of hits. So you're going to get 1 times the number of singles, plus 2 times the number of doubles, plus 3 times the number of triples, plus 4 times the number of home runs. And all of that is going to be divided by the number of times at bat. Well, because this is a fraction, remember, you can't just randomly cross out things like that. If it's in a fraction, it's an understood grouping symbol, so this is an understood parentheses up here. Same with the down here, even though that's just one number, so we don't need a parentheses. So you would do this entire top part and then divide it by the number of times at bat. So if we have, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to erase the parentheses just to make it pretty. I'm going to copy this over to the next page. Hooray, iPad. If I could do that in real life when I was writing, it would be amazing. Okay, there we go. There's my formula. So let's say Bob is playing baseball with his friends, and he has 68 singles. He has 40 doubles. He only has 4 triples, but then he got 16 home runs. And he was at bat 320 times. So to plug that in, I would go 1 times 68 plus 2 times 40 plus 3 times 4 plus 4 times 16. And all of that gets divided by 320. And because of order of operations, our dear friend PEMDAS, remember you have to multiply before you can add, so you do all those first, and then you add them up. Da-da-da. Okay, so I have 68 plus 80 plus 12 plus 64 divided by 320. Okay, so then up top, let me change the color because why not? And also let me shrink this a little bit so I can get it a little bit out of the way. Da-da-da. So then up top I end up with 224. I'm going to divide that by 320, and that gives me 0.7. So Bob's slugging average was 0.7, and that's pretty good. So let's see, so SLG. And so that's all we do. We're treating it like an average, kind of, except that we're weighting all of these. So a double gets a 2, a triple gets a 3, a home run gets a 4, single gets a 1, and then we're adding them up, so it's a weighted average. Okay, so that's slugging average.